hostess, Jennabelle, as always. Welcome back, welcome back. So yes, we are doing another review. We're actually not doing a horror movie, but we're going to do a classic 1970s disaster movie, and I have to do a huge shout out to one of my BFFs, Mike Hatfield, for sending me this along with Earthquake many months ago, and that is the original the Poseidon Adventures that came out back in 1972, starring Gene Hackman, Ernest Borgnine, Shelley Winters, Roddy McDowell, Jack Albertson, and Leslie Nielsen. Yes, a terrific cast. So Poseidon Adventures, I know there is a remake. I have yet to actually see the remake, but whatever. But basically, what the Poseidon Adventure is there's this cruise ship, tons of people, including families and stuff, on the Poseidon, and, they're having a nice cruise, it's very nice. Got a couple people like Jack Albertson and Shelley Winters characters who are going to go to Israel to see their grandson for the first time. Very touching. Oh, you get those connections. And here's the thing too, like, because it's a pretty long movie, like 2 hours or something. Yeah, just about 2 hours. So, but here's the thing. I know it's 2 hours, but like it starts off a little slow. But once you start getting to the action, oh, it is worth the ride. And here's the thing. Here's why like the beginning's kind of a little bit slow, is because we are being introduced to our main characters, all of our players and everything. Like I said, Albertson, Jack Albertson, Shelley Winters, even Leslie Nielsen, Roddy McDowell a bit, Gene Hackman, Ernest Borgnine's character and everything. So we're starting to, we're kind of getting to know our characters and everything, our people who we're going to basically be following once disaster hits. So that's something that I do like, is that, like, you get the character introduction. You care for these people, like, especially with someone like Shelley Winters and Jack Albertson, where you're just like, oh my god, they're gonna go see their grandson, they're gonna meet their grandson, oh my gosh. And, like, yes, shit happens. Of course shit has to happen. So basically, a tidal wave, or a ginormous wave, pretty much capsizes this boat. And, yeah, the boat obviously starts fucking flooding, because, physics and shit. I don't even know if that is physics. Physics, right? I was not really that smart growing up. I never made it physics. I'm just saying. Too much math. Just saying. But anyway, so yeah, so we have to, like, kind of see their way getting to the top of this boat, this capsized boat and everything. And throughout the movie, we do see Gene Hackman's character and Ernest Borgnine's character kind of like butting heads, because, they're both like those, like, hard-headed, strong men who are always like, no, like, I'm the leader, this is what we're gonna do, trying to go back and forth, but they still manage to somehow work through things, even as a group of, like, okay, no, this is what we should do. Okay, in this situation, I think, this person should do this, we're gonna go do this, and, whatnot. So really kind of coming together, even though there's differences, and they're often arguing because of the stressfulness of the situation, they still manage to work together in figuring a way out to actually save everybody. So, and even, it's unfortunate because there is a few sacrifices among the group, obviously, and gets him. I don't want to, like, necessarily, like, say who passed away or anything, but it's like, just saying, man. Just saying. Some little interesting facts about this movie, and there's, like, tons of facts. Like, definitely go to, like, IMDb and look at some of the trivia on there, because a lot of it's really interesting. But yeah, I'm just saying. But some of the stuff that I found out was, number one, Shelley Winters actually gained about 35 pounds for the role itself. And she even stated that she never was able to get back to, like, her body to, like, the frame that it was before gaining the weight and everything. So it's like, because 35 pounds is a lot of weight to gain. Like, you don't think, like, that's a lot of weight and everything. And it's like, but I mean, props to her for doing it and, like, just to be in the role, because I think she did a phenomenal job. Like, a lot of you people, in case if you're not sure who Shelley Winters is, she's been in a slew of things, including, I believe she was the grandmother, um, or like the great grandma from Roseanne, Grandma Nana, or whatever, Nana. So yeah, that's who she is and everything. I believe so, right? If I'm wrong on that, kindly let me know. But whatever. Yeah, no, she was. She was Nana on Roseanne. Whatever. I'm sticking to it. So yeah. And also too, another thing that was pretty interesting is that George C. Scott was actually considered for Gene Hackman's role, and I honestly, because Gene Hackman is brilliant in this movie. He is brilliant. I feel like all the actors and actresses in here were brilliant. It's very hard to kind of think of like someone else being in these like roles and everything. But I feel like I feel like George C. Scott, if they ended up going with him, I still think he would have pulled it off. I think he would have done just as an amazing job as Gene Hackman. I think he would have brought a little something of his touch to the role and everything. Because I mean, honestly, look at some of George C. Scott's stuff. No matter what he's fucking in, he is fucking phenomenal. I don't even understand it. Like, I don't even know how many times I can say he's fucking phenomenal, but he's fucking phenomenal. I'm just saying. Let's make that fucking happen, dude. Fucking phenomenal. But yeah, no, he's really good. That I could see him. I easily could have been like, I would have been okay with that. Either one. But no, I mean, I'm glad we got Gene Hackman in this, because like I said, he was brilliant in it. Brilliant. Another little thing too that I found interesting was some of the minor roles. Red Button and Carol Lindley, who kind of started like in the towards like maybe halfway through or towards the end of the movie. Red actually, his character kind of starts helping Carol's character or whatever, because she's starting to get a little like nervous, like, oh well, no, I'm just gonna stay here, and basically was about to be like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking die, but his character really kind of was like helping her, being like, hey, no, come on, like, okay, well, if you don't want to go, then I'll just stay here with you, you don't have to, basically saying you don't have to die alone, and kind of talking and really kind of almost use the psychology to get her to follow the rest of the group of like, hey, come on, like, there's a life out there, like, let's not like just waste away down here. But those two people in real life, they hated each other while filming this movie. Like, they hated each other. I think for several years after that, they still ended up like really not liking each other. But they did actually eventually over the years start to become like really good friends up until Red Button's passing back in 2006. Like, I guess, they did kind of come around where like they did, they probably got a little older and stuff, and just kind of were like, hey, you know what, come on, let's be friends. And I think that's really touching. I love little stories like that when people may like actually really hate each other while working on something, but like after the fact kind of turn things around and start becoming friends. I really do enjoy that. So I'm just saying. But yeah, like, this movie is just, it is so freaking good, you guys. Like, I don't even know like how you cannot enjoy something like this. I mean, and plus too, I mean, the 70s, like, I mean, obviously I know there's so many different types of movies and everything, but one of the things that I do appreciate about the 70s is the whole like disaster type movies. I mean, I know there was this, obviously, Airport, Earthquake, as I just mentioned, that Mike has also sent me. The Towering Inferno, I know, is another very popular one that people usually automatically think of, especially along with Poseidon Adventures, which I need Towering Inferno, because that is a great movie. I'm just saying. But yeah, no, like, Poseidon Adventure is just a fun, good time. And I have realized, too, when I was watching it, that this is very, like, panic-inducing type of movie for me, because I mean, I know that the chances of me, like, getting trapped somewhere and, like, it filling up with water, and, like, that's how I'm, like, gonna get meet my demise is very unlikely, but it's still just kind of like, like, every time I see the water come, like, oh my god, oh god, oh god. Like, even though I knew what was gonna happen, kind of who was gonna survive and everything, but I was still like, oh my god, oh my god, please get out of there, oh my god. Like, it just panic inducing for me. I'm just saying, that's the one thing though. Like, if you have anxiety and like very claustrophobic at times, like, this might cause a little bit of panic tick. I'm just saying. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think of the Poseidon Adventure, the original Poseidon Adventure. And even if you want to say a little something about the remake, go right ahead. Like I said, I've never seen the remake, so. But yeah, leave in the comments. Let me know what you think. Till next time, as always, stay creepy, classy, and a little bit sassy.